here in Pershing Square with Ishmael and also Cliff representing ranked choice voting. And you can see the march today is no war in Iran, also no war on immigrants, and no war in Gaza. Money for the people. Let's take a look at our signs here. The sign says, fight U.S. imperialism, no war with Iran, no taxes for Israel, money for jobs, infrastructure, and education, and then no more money for wars, no more imperialism, no killing, bombing, money for the people here in the U.S. We need economic development. So the usual march, like for the pro-Palestinian march, is to go this rectangle around the middle of downtown LA, starting at Pershing Square. And then obviously it's just now coming back to Pershing Square. So we're here with our signs to talk to people about the messages that we are promoting with CPI. So, and it's been good conversations, people that have come up to us to talk to us. And obviously that's what we have to do in our outreach, right? And to let people know the basic message is that we want to build community, to help create coalitions, to help start a movement to demand a government of action for working families, and the 4-point economic plan to talk about what needs to be centrally planned, and also the economic Bill of Rights. Whenever we can, if we can get further into that conversation, those are the things that we're focusing on. And so the groups here are coalitions, so we need to be building coalitions as well. And we'll have more of these discussions, I'm sure, in Chicago and of course, way, way beyond. This is Dan and Ishmael reporting from Pershing Square. Ishmael, you want to say anything?
Well, we're here, like mentioned said, supporting the no war with Iran. One of the imperialist next targets. They've been planning this for over 20 years. They're doing the same excuse that they did 22 years ago with Iraq, when they said Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. And they went in, they killed more than 1 million civilians, and 100,000 Americans came back in body bags. Their families were destroyed. The people that they knew were destroyed because they lost their family members. There was I believe a 7 trillion estimate loss of the cost of the war. All that money could have been used for infrastructure, fix the streets, fix old, remodel apartments that were old, that need new pipes, new housing, fix the pipes in Flint, a whole load of things that could have been funded and to fix the country, make sure that there was a well-funded education system where everybody has the ability to develop into a well-educated person where they could have a career, or if they work some of those jobs that are so-called unskilled, they could have a good wage. They won't be paid minimum wage, they'll be paid more. Well, what we think of a minimum wage very low, right? But will be a minimum wage of a good amount, like something that where they could live, they could be able to take a vacation. They won't have to deal with having to worry about if they get a medical emergency, they'll have to go bankrupt. There are a lot of things that could be funded, but they're being used to launch another war against Iran on the name of Israel.
That's right, that's right.
And they try to use religion as justification, but they're nitpicking parts of the religion because these so-called Christian Zionists, if they really truly read the Bible, they would have come to a point where they realized that the Jewish people were no longer God's chosen people, and the church and Christians became the people of Israel. Like not the Jews, but the Christian and the rest. So we gotta fight this with actual economic points and actual economic rights.
Exactly. And that's why we're here, and to talk to people about why we take the positions that we do, because it is about a government of action that works for us and plans accordingly in a rational way to take care of the needs of the people in general, and not just to help a handful of people get richer and richer and control the world. And we want to be part of the coalitions that are for peace and for abundance for all. And obviously, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir, I feel like, but you never know who might be watching this video. So I'm making it for anybody who could be watching this video. And you know who you are. And I see Roshan is here also, and Joey is here somewhere as well. So have a great rest of your day, week.
That's a joy.
And see you in Chicago.